Hello and welcome to one more episode of the Vinyl Brothers. First of all, I need to start apologizing for not posting a video lately. It's been quite a busy schedule, mostly due to records as well. I got a shipment in from a friend. Took me quite a fair amount of time to load that into the garage. Now I'm slowly cataloging it and bringing it home. But it's quite an overwhelming task. I'll try to post a picture on this video so you guys can see the amount of records I'm talking about. And it's going to be quite an overwhelming task to go through all that stuff, but it's very exciting. Now instead of having to go to a shop, I can just go to my garage, pick a bunch of stuff that I like, some stuff that I don't know. I think that's mostly the two categories that the records divide themselves in, between the ones I like and the ones I don't know. So it's going to be a great exercise to go through these new old music that is exciting. Most of it is going to be more on the jazz side, a lot of blues, some big bands, some well-known singers as well. I'll try to do some videos around it and try to sort of go through the bulk of it and try to explain how that is going to go. I took the back of a transit van completely full to just load that up. I need to say thank you to Tasha and her dad, because without them this would be impossible. It would be an impossible thing to have achieved. Thank you for that. That is, I think, the main reason why it took a while to post a video. Another thing, I got rid of my old record player and my old amp as well. I went to a friend at work. I think he's going to be pleased with the sound. It's still in quite a good shape, and it's one more person in the world buying records, which it's bad from one perspective because I'll have to compete against him to buy records. But hopefully you won't like the same thing that I do. And on the other side is obviously great news because there's one more person buying vinyl and getting the vinyl to the next step. Today I'm gonna do not a very long episode, but I think this is a curious one. Based on the collection that I have, I've chosen the top 5 records in average value. So let's forget about music value. Let's forget about how much they would cost new, because some of them you won't be able to buy new, but how much they're worth average now by today's standards. So the first one is actually the 5th on my list. It's an Opeth record. This is a triple LP, if I'm not mistaken, with also the DVD. So it was a live concert in the Royal Albert Hall. Not very easy to get. I think you can still buy them new. I bought it new. I opened it, but I haven't played it yet. So it's on my pile, on my queue of things to listen to. But the value already went up since I bought it, which wasn't that long ago. It was roughly a year ago. That's number 5. So number 4, a classic, Led Zeppelin 1. Curiosity about this one, I bought this record maybe 1998 on a record fair in Portugal, in Cascais. Very odd fair, just a bunch of people selling old stuff, including some records, and I bought this Led Zeppelin 1. I bought Led Zeppelin 2 as well. If I'm not mistaken, if we convert it nowadays to pounds, it probably cost me around 6 or 7 pounds. It's worth considerably more. So this is worth on the maybe around 60 pounds. So price went up 10 times. It's in good shape. It's a Portuguese press. Next one is the 3rd one on my list. It's a Ghost record. It's numbered, limited edition. This is number 4250 out of 5000. So even for a limited edition, that's quite odd, having so many of them. And this is the album Meliora, with an extra single as well inside. See if I can show you a little bit of the inside, how it looks like. So this is the Zenith single, and there's some posters and some stuff, and obviously the album Meliora as well inside. So nice box. It has gone up in price as well. I bought it from Sweden, I think, from a shop. Bit of a gamble because I never bought from the shop before, so I was a bit dubious if it would arrive, but it did. In good shape, much cheaper than Amazon, and yeah, it was a good deal. The next one up is my number 2, and this is a rare record. It's a limited 1000. It is the music for Museum from Air. Air is one of my favorite bands. I have almost all the discography in records in vinyl. This is clear, transparent record. It's very nice. Maybe I'll show it later spinning. I got this from the USA on a very good deal. It is worth considerably more than what I paid for. And this is it's a record that is getting to be harder and harder to get, because this was commissioned to Air. Like a soundtrack for museums, to play in museums, and it was sold in Versailles and some other museums around the world, but it's not a record easy to come by. So I was lucky enough to find a copy on eBay, going for a decent, reasonable price. And last but not least, actually not the least at all, actually number 1, which is actually Air Love 2. Air Love number 2. So this is limited edition, limited to 300 copies in the world, autographed by the band, by Nicolas and Jean Benoit. It is a wonderful piece. I mean, this is pressed in 200 gram vinyl. There is another edition of this record also pressed in vinyl, but it's not autographed, and it doesn't have all this pomp and some circumstance about the record itself. This is not easy to come by, and this one I had to get because I can see the value going up, and because this was actually the only one that I didn't have from Air. I wanted to make sure I would get it, and so I had to buy it quite quickly so I could afford it, because at this rate, probably in a year or two, I won't be able to afford it. So this is a bit of an indulgence, but yeah, it was a nice purchase. I think this was a gift from my wife. Not 100% sure what was the occasion, but I'm 100% sure that this was a gift from my wife. So yeah, it's nice to have somebody that says yes to all your crazy things, and that is the case. So hope you enjoyed this episode. Soundtrack was Peter Gabriel. Not sure if you guys know this album or not, but this is Car. Actually, I don't think this is the name of the album, because the four first records of Peter Gabriel don't have a name, and people distinguish them by the cover, and this is the cover that has the car. There's another one called Security, another one called Melt, and another one called Melt and oh my god, and Scratch. So I hope you enjoyed the show, and I hope to see you soon. I'll try not to have a lot of breaks in between the next episodes, but I'll keep you posted. Thank you very much for watching.